Just imagine a doctor would have treated thousands of patients with diabetes, but there is no way he'll be able to see how his medicines are working. That specific problem is what we are trying to address with prescription trends, where you will be able to see trends of different symptoms, different diseases, and different on different time scale, along with that overlaying with what medicines doctors have used. This is specific to a patient and how the specific doctor is has treated the patient, so that it can be used for a doctor's understanding on how his treatment is working, how different medicines are working, because he'll be able to see um, how the systems are trending, whether they are positive trend or negative trend over a period of time on a single chart, and this can be configurable. I'll show you how this can be done on the application in a minute. When we consolidate a group of all these uh, patients which are specifically treated for diabetes in the same clinic by the same doctor, suppose there are 100 patients, creating a cohort of those 100 patients and trying to understand in one visual view is what this Medhas is bringing to the table. Now let us go ahead and take a look at how this works real time in the application. So if you see here, we have different modules. Let's directly jump into the patients module. So this basically this tool gives all the features that a standard EHR gives us, and then if you go and see, click on trends for a specific patient, you will be able to see an overlay of different symptoms of that patient can be validated. If you see, I can just project these symptoms onto a chart and also project these doshas. If I want to compare any of the symptoms with doshas, I can very well do it. And on top of this, along with the doshas, if I also want to see an overlay of how the medicines are working, I should be able to see for a specific period of time this person doesn't have any change in the symptom intensity for that specific medicine. If I go to another timeline where a medicine is changed, it is actually addressing slightly positive and negative. So we can actually validate how the different doshas are reacting to this medicine, and also how the different symptoms are affected by this medication. This is with respect to how we can analyze for a specific patient. Now there is a research module that we also created, which says that at a clinic level I want to study something related to a diabetes. So I can go to the clinic research module, I can create a new study and choose a disease, symptom, or a medicine. I chose disease. I can click on this disease, select the patient cohort that I want to study on, go to the charts. We can see the overlay of different medicines over the time. So it will be weekly, on a weekly scale, and all the medicines that were used, and then we can click and go to different statistical analysis that we can perform on that specific cohort number of patients. For example, I'm trying to create a cohort analysis for paid t-test. So if I click on generate report, this is where we apply the statistical formulas and try to come up with data for those statistical using those statistical formulas. Once we have the data, we actually use LLM, or we actually use the AI on top of the data to understand and articulate what exactly is this report saying. So LLM is used only to articulate, that means it will just present it in an understandable language, but all the calculations are happening with mathematics. This is the research module. And there is one another benefit that we are adding. It is something called A/B testing. So A/B testing is where you can actually create a new test and compare two different medicines, how they are working, of different brands, or if different altogether different combinations. You can directly compare it with different symptoms, optionally of course, but for a specific disease, if you want to see how your treatments are performing with medicine A and medicine B, you'll be able to perform a A/B test and analyze how each medicine is working, so that it will be very helpful for treating the upcoming patients. This research can be saved as research as well for the doctor's own benefit. And on top of all these, we already have the symptom trends. We already have the data related to different clinics. Suppose there is an organization that has a bunch of clinics, maybe hundreds of clinics, that want to take a look at how different diseases are trending in different locations, different areas. This is the area where you will get an organization view, and all the clinics that are active will be able to see what um, what are the different diseases that each set of clinics are actually doing. So there are different medications that you can see. There are also different clinics. So these are all the clinic distribution that you can actually see how much percentage of these clinics are treating the patients for that specific disease, and also with respect to percentages of how this is being used. This is very helpful because we'll be able to understand different medicines, how they are being used in different locations or different clinics. This gives a very good marketing plan and strategy for leaders to take up in the pharmacy industry for Ayurveda. This has lot of benefits. This chart also shows how many products of a specific brand are being used. Suppose this is a specific brand like Baidyanath. They want to see how many products doctors are using. So 862 doctors are not using any Baidyanath products. 1 to 3 products of Baidyanath are being used by 1600 doctors. This gives a very good view for any Ayurvedic pharmaceutical companies to use the data at a very high level. And this is the adoption level trend. These are all the charts that organization head can use. There are a lot of other chart items that we can go through, and there are a lot of filters that we can configure where you want to see with a specific for a specific location or a specific city. It actually applies lot of filters, so you can do lot of research with these dashboards and then plan the marketing strategies accordingly. This is all along with all these three modules, most important differentiator modules. We also have all the minimum requirements for running a clinic. Like we also have the diet plans that each clinic can actually pre-configure and keep it and add it to the patient's um, prescription. We also have all the all the variables that are required for patients prescription are available here. So this basically runs with a 10-point rating scale where each and every symptom and doshas, once the doctor discusses, can document whatever they want to document, and they can select which medicines they are using, and just like creating a prescription in any other EHR tools. So I think that this would be helpful. Thank you.